Some may be able to relate. You are in a relationship where you feel like you can never do enough to make the other person happy, pleased, satisfied, proud of you, love you. You may have immediately thought of a relationship with your significant other, parent, child, sibling, friend, and even initially a boss or organization. To be in a relationship is human nature. The desire to seek others' approval and love for many starts at a time when you can barely remember. The look on your parents' faces when you took your first step is a natural high. Whether learning to walk or being celebrated by your parents at your first dance recital or sporting event, this feeling is intoxicating. The drug is called dopamine. It's part of our natural reward system. It is involved in our movement, our memory, our behavior, cognition, attention, sleep, arousal, mood, learning, and so much more. According to the Cleveland Clinic, our brains are hardwired to seek out behaviors that release dopamine in our reward system. When we are doing something pleasurable, our brains release a large amount of dopamine. We feel good and we seek more of that feeling. This is just one of the handful of hormones that affect us in relationship. The more we understand how our body and mind interact, we can better understand how to be in relationship. Now let's back that up to seeking the approval and love. So how do we tap into our mental hard drive and bypass the need to seek approval, love, and reactions of someone else so we can feel good on our own? Yes, I know you thought this was about relationships with others, but in fact, this is all about our relationships with ourselves. Are you ready? This may be a little uncomfortable because at first it may seem like open space on our hard drive. Open space with no files on the hard drive, no memories, and no instructions. Don't worry, this is normal, and you should embrace the fact that you get to write the files on a blank drive and do what you want. You can edit, erase, start over whenever you feel like it. It's your hard drive. You now know where it's located, and you alone have the encrypted password to do with as you please. My therapist in college called these bags, and at the time she said I only had one bag. That was basketball. It was my source of peace, joy, a place where I felt at home, the place where I would seek approval and love. When my playing career ended with an ACL injury, surgery, and rehab, I was completely lost, depressed, and truly empty. She told me that I needed to make deposits into other bags that would become the new Jamila in this chapter of my life. They would keep me balanced provided I made deposits regularly into all of them. A special thank you to Debbie for suggesting that I talk to someone my last year in college. I am eternally grateful. It completely changed my life, how I choose to be in relationship with myself forever. Are you ready? Here are 5 master folders to place on your hard drive and begin writing files for your relationship with you. Again, know this may be a little uncomfortable. Lean into it. Being uncomfortable is the only way to do something you've never done before. Truly putting yourself first will not only benefit you, but everyone that comes into your atmosphere moving forward. Number 1, the spiritual folder. Regardless of your own personal beliefs, depositing into your spiritual life on a regular basis keeps you centered around a center that is bigger than you. Our ego will tell us that we're the only one, we're alone, no one understands, and so on and so on. But in fact, there's nothing new under the sun, and understanding everything is for your good, for a plan and a future to come, will guide you through any season of life. Number 2, the mental folder. If you're not growing mentally, you're dying. My mentor, Jay Shetty through Genius says, you have to be loving something, learning something, and launching something at all times. If you're consistently placing files in your mental folder that involve you learning something new and possibly launching something new, you are feeding the nature of your brain. Your brain requires this type of activity, which provides the right stimulus and then can release the hormones that cause you to feel great. Number 3, your physical folder. Your body is made up of muscles, and if you do not provide those muscles with some exercise, then they will atrophy. The impact of underutilized muscles is severe, leading to health, mood, and mental issues. To dive deep here would be a whole other podcast. Check out episode 37, Career Fitness, and get more files that you can place in this master folder called physical. Number 4, the emotional folder. This is the one area that you will have to examine your interactions with yourself, your self-talk, as well as the words that come out of your mouth. You are what you think and say. How you feel about yourself is a function of the conversations that you have daily with yourself, which leads directly to your subconscious mind. The output of this master folder will be how you see yourself in the world, which then leads to how you treat yourself and how you allow others to treat you. Number 5, the financial folder. This file is purposely last, but necessary for me. It's not about wealth or poverty. It is solely about being a good steward. Placing the correct files in this master folder on your hard drive will impact your outward expression of all the other master folders. This folder is part of the evidence of how your personal hard drive is functioning. Your feelings of abundance, prosperity, and your ability to take care of your needs hierarchy and be fulfilled feeds the continuous loop of you being happy, pleased, satisfied, and proud of you. Now go put some files in these master folders and always focus on your relationship with you first. It will forever lead your personal and professional journey in new, exciting, and exhilarating ways. I'll leave you with a couple of my favorite affirmations. I am more than a conqueror. I am more than enough. You are enough. I love you.